peace, positive energy, and prosperity for all that's tuning into this video. This is King B News and Views on YouTube. So, the message of the day: be kind. Be kind. Be respectful. All right? Be kind and be respectful to those who you may come across, who you cross paths, unless they give you a reason not to be kind. You know, and you gotta put somebody in their place. But most times, even then, in those type of situations, it's best to just walk away and maintain your peace. Maintain your peace of mind. You know, don't allow anyone or any situation to rattle you, to cause you to give up your peace. You know, you don't want to do that. Avoid that. All right? And keep in mind and never forget, you never know who you're coming across. You don't know what entity, what being is inhabiting that physical vessel. Okay? And that's real important to know, right? So many still in this day and time just look at the physical form, and that's all they see. That's all they want to see. You know, they're blind. They don't have the ability to look past the physical, to look past the flesh, and look and see the spirit, the energy, you know, the soul for those who have a soul. Okay? They just don't. And as a result, what happens is they wind up attacking or putting the target on the wrong individual. You see? That's what winds up happening. You know? Yeah. And when they do that, but then they have to suffer and they have to suffer the consequences. You know? Because, again, you know, some of us are more than what we appear to be. We may seem normal when looking at us, but we are far from normal. We may seem like nothing, but we're much more. We're so much more, right? And if you lack vision, you could be setting yourself up for trouble, you know? And I, for one, feel for those who set themselves up like that, you know? Kind of remind me of, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Yeah. You know? So be respectful. Be kind. You know? Doing to others as you would have others doing to you. It sounds so simple, but there's power in that. Because again, you never ever know who you're dealing with. Right? See, that's one of the things with the Bible. It's you know, scriptures like that, doing to others as you would have others doing to you. You know, people don't really think about that. See, the thing with the Bible, they took ancient scriptures, right, and only put in what served their agenda. Now, I don't mean that there's no truth in the Bible. Yes, there is. But there's a lot that was left out, you know. And there's so much more to that, to just that one verse. Okay? So as a result, you got plenty of people who they lack they lack knowledge, right? They don't know any better. They're ignorant. And they just go on through their life thinking that they can treat people however they want to treat people without any consequences. They could be just as disrespectful and wicked, and they live their life in deceit and playing games and playing with people's lives, and they walk around thinking that they can do this without any consequences, right? That's incorrect. You have to answer for what you do, and that's one of the major rules here, this place, this realm that we call Earth. Okay, you got to answer for what you do. That energy is going to come back to you. Sometimes it takes a while to come back to you, but if you so happen to mess with the wrong individual, it's going to come around a lot faster. Okay, a lot faster. You know, some of y'all out there listening know what I'm talking about. You know, right? So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to make this video too long. You know, stay positive, okay? But also be balanced. You know, it's about being balanced, all right? You have to make sure that you exercise your energies, all of your energies, even the lower energies, your lower chakra energies, right? That's why exercise is important. For me, I come out, take my walks, I do my exercises, you know, exercising those energies, right? Find a healthy way to exercise those energies, right? So you're not adding any drama to yourself or bringing unnecessary drama to anyone else, because you just live your life just trying to be positive and smiling all the time. You know, that energy is building up. It's not going anywhere. You know, especially dealing with today's society. So find a healthy outlet to exercise your energies. Please do that. Okay? Again, it's about being balanced. All right? So stay balanced. If you're not balanced, work towards achieving that balance in your life, and be kind. Be respectful. All right? Don't look down on no one else. Stop looking down at people. You know, appreciate who you have in your life, right? Not everyone is perfect. Okay, you're not perfect. Instead of looking at what somebody not doing or what they can't do, recognizing and looking at their flaws, how about you look at what they are doing, the good that they're doing in your life, they're adding in your life, instead of looking at their shortcomings. Okay, learn to appreciate the people who are in your life. All right, and again, stop being wicked. You never know who you're dealing with. That person may look like nothing, but believe me, they may be short, but spiritually, they soul, they're really a giant for real. All right, especially if that person's a god, right? Or she's a goddess, and he's trying to show you or help you to achieve reaching and connecting with the goddess that's in you, your higher self, so you can connect to source. Or she's trying to help you raise yourself up, raise your vibration up, so you can recognize the God in yourself and connect to source, right? And believe me, you don't ever want to cross a person like that, right? They don't even have to say nothing to do nothing to you. They don't even have to respond, right? They don't even have to respond. You're gonna pay an answer for what you do. Those of you out there know you're answering right now when you was warned, right? But that's it for this video. I'm King B. Shout out to my YouTube subscribers, Instagram, TikTok. Peace, 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 and prosperity. Be safe out there. Love yourself unconditionally. Keep your loved ones close. Protect the women, the children, the babies at all costs. Men, stand up. Get with you and connect with your families. Okay? Connect with your families. Work it out. Right? Solve those nonsense issues and beefs that, at the end of the day is not important. Because if something major happens and there's an emergency, you're going to forget all about that. It don't have to take something important happening for you to realize that what you was beefing over wasn't even worth it. So solve it. Talk it out. Sit at the table. Talk it out and solve those issues. And then plan. Get together and plan. Come together. Make sure you have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. There's a lot going on out here, right? And if you stay single, meaning by yourself, that struggle is harder. But if you come together as a collective, as a group, there's power in numbers, baby. And remember that. This is King B. Be safe out there. To the next video. Peace.